Good morning, students. In this lecture, we are going to talk about legal and other provisions for accounting settlement of dissolution of partnership firm, legal and other provisions for accounting settlement of dissolution. In that, the first one is loss of a firm. As per Indian Partnership Act, the loss arises including capital deficit at the time of dissolution is executed in the following manner. If the firm is in loss and we need to fulfill that deficit, that loss along with capital, then it will be executed in this following manner. The first one is, first of all, to be written off from the profit of the firm, right? If there is any profit which is there, which is undistributed, which is there with the firm only, the loss will be written off against that. Secondly, if profit is not sufficient, then it will be met from the capital of partners, and in case capital is not sufficient, then all partners would distribute this loss in their profit and loss sharing ratio and pay from their personal asset as per need. We very well know that liability of a partnership firm is unlimited, so they will have to pay for the loss. First of all, it can be adjusted against profit. Secondly, if profit is not enough, not sufficient, then partners capital can be used for the purpose of meeting that loss. And suppose capital is not sufficient, then this loss will be distributed among the partners in their profit and loss sharing ratio. Second is liability of a firm and personal liabilities of partners. See, the liabilities of partners is unlimited. Thus, for dues towards third party, partners are responsible individually and collectively. As per legal provision, assets of the firm are used to discharge the liability of the firm, and personal assets of partners are used to discharge their personal liabilities. Since the liabilities of partners is unlimited, after making payment of personal liability from the personal asset, surplus can be used to pay the liabilities of the firm. So here it is like liability of the firm and the personal liability of partner. In that, they want to tell us that the liability of partners are unlimited, right? Now, if any third party due is yet to be paid, then it is the responsibility of all partners, individual and collectively. And because of that, to discharge the liability, that is third party liability, personal assets of the partners can be used. So out of the personal asset, after payment of personal liability from the surplus fund, the liabilities of business can be paid off if needed. Okay. Third one, partners loan to the firm. At the time of dissolution, first of all, the dissolution expense and then the liabilities of the firms are paid from the realization of assets of the firm. Then from surplus, the loan of partners is redeemed. If after making the payment of firm's liability, the available surplus is insufficient to return back loan of more than one partner, and nothing can be recovered from the partner, in this case the loan of these partners is redeemed in their loan proportion. Partners loan to the firm. See, partners loan to the firm is paid off after paying to the third party liabilities. Means out of the realization of also at the time of dissolution of partnership firm, first of all you will sell out all your assets, and then you will be making payment to third party liability, and then number comes to the payment of partners loan. So partners loan will be paid after third party liability. Now after payment of third party liabilities, if available fund is not enough or not sufficient to pay off the partners loan, right? Suppose there is loan of two partners, partner A and partner B, then and fund is not sufficient, then the loan will be paid in their loan proportion. Whatever fund is there in that, from that fund, in their loan proportion, amount will be paid to them. Next is loan of partner's wife. See, regarding partner's wife loan, if partner's wife loan is from her personal wealth of possession, then it is considered as third party liability, and if this loan is from the personal fund of her husband, then it is treated as loan of partner and paid accordingly. Okay, so partner's wife loan, two different condition, two different treatment. If it is from her own wealth of possession, then it is considered as third party liability. But if partner's wife loan is from the estate of her husband or from the personal fund of her husband, then it will be treated as loan of partner. Okay, then liability of partner. Liability of partners is unlimited if partner or partners become insolvent. Solvent partners are responsible to pay the dues of the firm from their personal property. That we have already discussed, that liability of partnership is unlimited, means partners of a partnership firm is unlimited. Now, if any of the partner or more than one partners become insolvent, then the solvent partners will be responsible to pay all the dues of the firm from their personal properties. Next is distribution of assets and realization. Distribution of asset, realization of firm. See, in this order, the payment is made out of the realization of asset. The first of all, dissolution expenses are paid. Then liability toward third parties are paid. Then loan of partners are paid. Then capital and balance of current accounts of partners are redeemed. And then if any surplus remains after the payment shown in D, surplus will be distributed among all the partners in their profit and loss sharing ratio. So out of the realization of asset, we need to first pay dissolution expense, then third party liability, then partners loan, then capital and current account balance of partners, and then any surplus left will be distributed among the partners in their profit and loss sharing ratio. We need to learn this order. Many times there is one mark question, which expenses is paid out of the realization of asset first. So the first of all dissolution expenses are paid. So many such questions are possible, so you need to learn this order. Okay, and along with this topic, our topic was legal and other provisions for accounting settlement of dissolution. One more topic we will cover here, and that is what general procedure of dissolution. General procedure of dissolution says, when a firm is dissolved at the time of asset, at that time all assets of the firm are sold and payment is made in the mention order. That order we have seen. Due to the accounting treatments of dissolution, books of accounts of the firm will be closed. So general procedure of dissolution says, out of the assets realization, payment is made in the order which we have discussed already, right? And then all books of accounts are closed. Okay, thank you.